I suppose you already know that I am a C-mount lens enthusiastic, and that's just normal because they are dirt cheap lenses that I can buy, used one, but really in great conditions. And I show you a lot of possibilities, give you a lot of possibilities. You have a lot of prime lenses in the CCTV camera, surveillance camera lineup. And from $5, $10, $20, euros, you can get a really good lens. And in the CCTV lens lineup, we can also find zoom lenses. And I have already presented you a zoom lens, and I will put the link up here for the first CCTV zoom lens that I have presented you. And today I want to do the same. We have a secondary zoom lens, this one. So this is KOWA TV zoom lens, and it starts at the 12.5 millimeter until 75 millimeters, maximum aperture 1.8, and it has macro capabilities also. Now let me just show you a little bit closer the lens. Here we have this gorgeous lens. So, I mean, it's all metal. It's quite beautiful lens. This KOWA TV zoom lens. And as I told you, so it starts from 12.5 until 775, maximum aperture 1.8, and has a macro capabilities. Now the rings are just moving extremely smoothly, and yeah, overall it's just a really nice piece of lens. First, very clean glass in the front and in the back. Now in the back, if you can observe something, is that I'm a little bit disappointed by how small is the back glass. It doesn't cover the entirety of the C-mount circle. That means that we will have vignetting in 1:3 crop mode, 5.2K, for example. It will not be usable. But we will find one that we can use and there's no vignetting. And the macro capabilities is very interesting. So now you can see it here, I'm at 12. So there's this thing that I have to just pull it down. And then now you can see here, I am in the macro zone. See? So now I'm in the macro zone. And this part is for macro. So starting from 12.5, I can use the macro capabilities. And then click back and until the 75. And we can see it like here, how the back mechanism is working, right? And the iris also. So overall, it's a really nice build. And this one is a really good condition. So now let me just put it on the Canon eos-m, change the lens, and let's see, starting from 12 and crop modes, which one we can use it with this zoom lens. So unfortunately, on the crop mode 1:3 at the highest resolution 5.2K 14 bits RAW, this zoom lens is just not usable, as I told you, because it has a really small glass in the back of the lens. There's a lot of vignetting. So crop mode 1:3 mode presets are just not usable, unfortunately. But let's just find one that we can use. So I'm in the Magiclantern crop mode 1:1 at 2.8K and 14 bits RAW. And as you can see, there's still in the corners, we have vignetting. So 2.8K 14 bits RAW. Anyway, in the zoom of 12.5 is just not usable, unfortunately. So I think we have to go directly to the 2.5K. So yes, 2.5K is again the preset where we can just use this CCTV zoom lens starting from 12.5 millimeters. So 12.5 millimeters at crop mode 1:1 preset 2.5K 14 bits RAW, it is usable. You see, there's no vignetting starting from 12 millimeters. So that's really great news, and it's really usable, meaning that the camera is not that far away, and it's okay. Now let's start zooming in a little bit and see how the image is. Now I'm at 20 millimeters, and because I'm in the crop mode 2.5, I had to go really far away from the camera and barely can see myself in the monitor, external monitor. But yeah, I mean, this is crop mode 2.5K, so I imagine the 20 millimeters, it's like 50 millimeters or something. So, but let's just zoom in, see a little bit how zooming is working with this camera. Now on the zooming camera, it says that I am at 30 millimeters. So because I'm in the crop mode 2.5K, I think I am around 70, 75. So yeah, I mean, I'm really quite far away from the camera, and still the image is really close. So there's a lot of crop going on. But let's just go even further. Okay, I am at 60 millimeters. So in this crop mode preset 2.5K 14 bits RAW, this is just way too much crop. So if I'm at 60, I imagine I'm at 85 millimeters. So I'm already quite at a distance from the camera, and you can only see just a portion of my head. So yeah, it really needs distance. So this is usable really if you want to if you have the subjects far away, then yeah, the zoom is usable, but inside, no way. Okay, just to try out, so I went to the 75 millimeter on the zoom lens, but because we are in the crop mode 1:1 at preset 2.5K 14 bits RAW, we are at 105-ish millimeter focal length. So yeah, inside, I mean, I stayed at the same place, but zooming like this in, so inside you really need space in order to use this one. But let's get back to the macro capabilities. Maybe that's more interesting than the zooming. So the most important part of this lens, definitely, it is the macro capabilities. I mean, zooming also, but for zooming, we have to be really in a big space where zoom is just interesting. Here inside, I think it's more interesting the macro capabilities. So let's see the macro capabilities of this KOWA TV lens, starting from 12.5 millimeters until the 75 millimeters, maximum aperture 1.8. So let's see the macro capabilities. Yes, I can zoom up again. Yes, let's go with the 12.5. I mean, you can see the macro capabilities. Yeah, even more. Yes. And here we have the maximum attained, right? And in the macro, when we are in the macro, it's just so easy to adjust the focusing like right? That's a good thing. So when you are in the macro, the advantage of this lens is that micro adjustment, so you can really, like let's see, you can almost use it as a follow focus. I mean, look at this. So I'm starting from here, and it's like a follow focus. You see, I haven't, I was a little bit, you see, I'm not losing the focus. So starting from here, look, so the lens will be continuously in focus, but I'm doing this manually, right? Wow. I mean, I find this one amazing, right? Like, look. And now as I'm extracting the object, I'm doing the same. Yeah. So this is fun. I mean, this is really fun. So this is really one way that we can definitely use this lens. So yeah, the macro capabilities of this KOWA TV zoom lens are just nice, and I really think that this is where this lens is shining.